Well, I'm out today with our first cab cam of the season, sponsored by Tri-County Equipment. I'm up in Brown City with David Van Damme in Brown City. Did I get that right?
Close enough.
Close enough. He tells me most people pronounce your name Van Damme,
Yeah.
but it's Belgium, you said. And how do you pronounce it?
Van Damme.
All right, so thank you for correcting me. David, thanks for letting us ride along with this cab cam series sponsored by Tri-County Equipment. Tell me a little bit about your family farm and who's all involved.
Well, it'll be me, my brother, my boy, and my mother. We'd be third generation.
So you got a lot of family members involved in your farming operation. Tell me what crops you guys are raising.
Soybeans, corn, and wheat.
Okay. And today is, what did we say, May 10th?
May 10th.
May 10th, and so we're kind of in the middle of this planting season, a little bit wet and cold here today. How far along are you guys?
We're probably a third done.
So are you optimistic on this weather? I mean, it frosted last night, but how did you guys fare the frost?
Well, I don't think we got anything up yet, so I think we're getting lucky on that, but
Okay.
it might not want to come up.
A little bit
Sounds like we
nervous.
got another 2-3 days of it.
Are you going to hold up on planting, or are you guys going to continue to move forward?
As long as we find dry ground, we're going to still plant.
Well, we're out putting down some fertilizer in a John Deere R4045 sprayer. Had a good time out here, and the field was a little bit wet, it looks like. Tell me a little bit about your relationship with Tri-County Equipment, our sponsor. Appreciate Tri-County for sponsoring our cab cam series again this year. Tell us about how many years you've been working with Tri-County.
We've been with them in the late 90s, since the late 90s. They've been good to us. They've been usually get us what we need.
You said you work with the Bartlett and Sandusky locations.
Yeah.
Who's your salesman at Tri-County that you guys work with?
Chase Wheeler.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about service. When you guys break down, how does that? What's the experience like for you guys?
Good. Usually when I call, they're right here in a short time.
Who's your mechanic you count on from Tri-County?
Nick Taylor.
I've heard Nick Taylor's name before. It must be he's a pretty good mechanic.
He covers a big area.
So any challenges for you guys farming? I mean, what kind of keeps you up at night?
Oh, getting the crop in.
Stressful time of year.
Yeah. Harvest isn't too bad unless the weather ain't try to beat the snow.
You optimistic about commodity prices?
Right now they look good. I don't know if they're going to stay.
Yeah. So you're adding a Drago corn head this fall. What are your hopes with that new corn head that you just purchased?
Well, it's the fold up. It was a little bit cheaper. It's the 12-row fold head. A little bit lighter.
Kind of help with the downtime of getting from field to field?
Yeah.
You guys run a couple combines or one or?
2 in grain and 1 in the corn.
Okay. I see you have some of your own grain storage capacity there at the home farm, so you guys are storing your grain there?
Yeah. Yeah, we could store 300, almost 300,000 there.
Okay. Tell me, so you said you guys are planting corn, soybeans, and wheat. What are you guys using for your bean planter?
We got the 50-foot air seeder, 5-section air seeder. Beans, we do 15-inch rows. Wheat, we switch it back to 7.5.
So let's talk a little bit about row spacing and planting the beans. How long have you guys been at the 15-inch rows?
Years ago we was 15-inch, then went back to 7.5. Now with this drill we can switch gains. We've been doing it for quite a few years, and the yield is no different from the 7.5 that we found. Get more sunlight in there, help with white mold.
So you feel like that spacing is most beneficial, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we haven't really noticed a difference in yields between the two, but they get to push a little bit more and get some sunlight and air through there.
Well,
We
healthier-
didn't have a
healthier
white
plant.
mold problem here.
So what variety and what are you guys planting up here?
We do the Asgrow. This year we're doing the Liberty Link.
Okay.
First year doing that, so
See how that goes, huh?
yeah.
Did you have any weed resistance up here? Any resistant issues?
Mare's tail problem.
Mare's tail? Okay.
That's why we're going to the.
That's why you're going to Liberty Link?
I hope it's easier to manage with that than what I was using.
So let's talk a little bit about corn. What kind of variety, or what's your variety of corn? How many day corn are you planting up here in Brown City?
We go with decomp, and we don't try not to go over about 105 days. 100 days is about our limit.
Okay. And most of the corn you're growing is all corn that you guys are selling. You guys don't have any livestock at the home farm, right?
Nope.
You mentioned that you sold all your livestock in the 70s, so you guys are just 100% grain cash crop farm, right?
Yeah.
What's your crop mix for percentage of corn versus
Oh.
soybean and wheat?
Oh, we do like 2,000 acres of corn, 700 of wheat, and about 4,000 of soybeans.
Okay. Looks like we just wrapped up. We're going to head back to the home farm. I appreciate letting us stop out today, David. I hope you guys have a prosperous spring, and hopefully these crops get some sunlight and some heat units, and you guys have a safe growing season. Thanks again for letting us stop out.
Thank you.